Have you been feeling stuck? Or have you been stuck trying to figure out your unique talents, your gifts, your superpowers even? It can sometimes be a very difficult and daunting task to tap into our real talent and real superpower. Hello and welcome. I'm Dev Glover, two-time author of the 5-star Amazon-rated book series, Doing Your Dream. The Doing Your Dream book series is written exclusively for today's creators and today's entrepreneurs. When we talk about superpowers, one of the things that actually I talk about in my book, Doing Your Dream, the Power Quote, is imagination. Your own capacity to think and your own capacity to dream. Everything powerful begins up here, in your head, your noggin, or your brain space. So today's jam is on your imagination. You know, there are people in our world and our culture, past and present, who have great imaginations and who've brought those imaginations to fruition with great products and services. You think about people like Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, the late Steve Jobs, Shonda Rhimes, you know, Sister Rhimes, the creator of Grey's Anatomy, How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal, you know her. I may need a moment. These are people who are not afraid to really think big, not afraid to dream big, and not afraid to work big to make it happen. One of the most powerful things you can do is to dare to think for yourself. What's that? What's that? Newsflash? 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 High school is over. Popularity contests are over. The time for seeking other people's approval is done. We're done. Dare to dream big, and the key to thinking big is seeking your own approval first and your own approval last. End of story. To be an effective entrepreneur, to be an effective creator, and to guard our talents and gifts and our imagination, we have to guard ourselves from negative people. The haters, the dream killers, the naysayers, the narcissists, and trust me, they are everywhere. One great strategy to boost your imagination, to boost your output, is to set aside formal time for silence. What does real silence mean? Well, it starts with turning off your darn phone. I know, to some of us, that's blasphemy. What will we do without our phone in our hands? But we need to focus. One of the greatest things today is a lack of focus. We're too distracted by everybody else's agenda. This is the time to make your own agenda first and foremost. We've got to plan the next step of the dream. We've got to work on the dream. You know, one step in the direction of your dream can be really, really powerful. It can get you back on track and to the front of the pack even. One carefully planned out strategy step is better than 10 steps executed in chaos, drama, and disorganization. To get moving, we need a big dose of mo. That's momentum. We got to get the ball rolling to keep the ball rolling. Imagination is a big component of goal setting and of following through. Now, maybe you can join me in the next 24 hours, just for fun, to consider a dream that you've had to put aside. Maybe work has gotten on top of you. Maybe life has gotten on top of you. Maybe you've been emotionally draining. Maybe you've been distracted. I can feel all of that because I have been all of those myself at some point. You know, I've had times when I had to ask myself, how did I get stuck right here? How did I end up right here when the goal was to be way over there? But somehow, I'm right here. How did I get so far off track? There are lessons to be learned when we are stuck. One of them is, how the hell do I get out of here and back over there where I said I wanted to be? Number two, radical forgiveness of ourselves. We are simply human beings, and sometimes we're doing the best that we can do. One of the most negative things you can do is to beat up on yourself, especially beating up on yourself when you're trying to do something. Things do not work out in the speed that we expect or in the exact manner or way that we dreamt it initially. It just doesn't work out like that. So if you're on the ground moving, give yourself some propers. Build yourself up. Never tear yourself down if you are in the race attempting to make progress. Let's see if we can, in the next 24 hours, commit to one step, one small step in the direction of a big dream that you've had up in your head. Maybe you've had a business idea that you've put aside. Maybe you have a creative idea that you believe the time has come. Maybe you're seeking new ways to get your team motivated and pumped up. Whatever the step is, see if you can take one step, whatever the dream is, one step in the next 24 hours. One good strategy is to begin writing things out on paper. I know, once again, taking you back to the Stone Age with, pen and paper, but we've got to get it out of our head onto paper to make it real. Think about perhaps getting a journal or a notebook to make notes and to make next steps. You don't have to believe Dev here, but I bet you'll believe Mr. Jay-Z, Mr. Jay-Z with a B, billionaire, island owner, sports team owner, producer, rapper, etc., etc., etc. When he was a very young man, his mother encouraged him to begin writing lyrics and his thoughts in a journal. Now, I don't know about you, but if it's good enough for Jay-Z, I'm going to say it's good enough for me. So I say, let's say yes to our dreams. Let's take one small step in the next 24 hours to get our dreams back on track. On behalf of everyone here at doingyourdream.com, always remember, we're pulling for you, we believe in you, and we can't wait to see what extraordinary thing you are going to bring forth. This is your time, and we are your tribe. Until next time, let's get out there and get about the business of doing your dream.